Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and well, it's been a minute since I did my last Battlefield for gun review thing, and I figured I'd do another one. First off, I want to mention all charts have been provided by simthic.com. I should have added that to the thumbnail thing that I use, my templates, whatever it's called. So in this episode, we're going to go over the AUG A3. I have so many charts and stuff open right now, it may be a little bit hard to navigate everything, but anyway. So first off, we'll start with a very, very short history on the AUG. The AUG is made by Steyr, I think it's Steyr. It's an Austrian gun manufacturer. This is a very, very old design. It was first put into service in 1978. It's one of the first bullpup guns ever put into any major military service, and it's been an iconic gun just for how futuristic it looks, especially back in 1980. I mean, there weren't very many bullpup guns around. If you don't know what bullpup is, it's basically the magazine is behind the trigger. You'll notice that on the M16 and the M4. The magazine is in front of the trigger, and that's basically what it does. Basically, it just hides the barrel back and all the reloading mechanisms and all that stuff in the back of the stock, just to make the gun shorter, but still a full-length barrel. Anyway, so on to actual in-game stats. So the start damage is 25, end damage is 18, very standard for the assault rifles. Rate of fire is 700. That's actually, it's not the best. It's kind of lower end in the assault rifle class. Compared to the, let's see, the M416 750, the Ace-23 is 770, AEK is 900, but that's another story. Anyway, magazine size is 31. That's very standard. I don't think there's any deviation there. Muzzle velocity is 670. That's one of the highest in the assault rifle category. And then you kind of get to something that really separates the AUG from others. I probably won't have this as far as charts go, but I'm going to mention this because it's pretty important. So if you're one of those players that just really likes to move while they're shooting, and I'm sure you are because most people are, the AUG has the best, by far, in-class ADS and hipfire while moving. Nothing else really comes close. It's really, really good. So if you're the one that likes to side strafe while you're shooting, the AUG is definitely for you. So I mean, there's just a bajillion stats, but compared to other guns or assault rifles, at least, it's pretty average. It's got a high muzzle velocity, which is nice for long range, but the real shining thing is the ADS and hipfire accuracy while you're moving. So, which kind of tends, it's weird because you have this kind of combination of, okay, it's good while moving, but it's not really going to win any close fire or close quarters battles against any other higher rate of fire guns like the M416 or the AEK. It's not really going to win those, but this gun really, really shines in medium to long range. One of the thing about long range accuracy, though, it does have one of the higher first shot recoil multipliers. So basically, if you don't know what that means, every time you shoot, you get a recoil multiplier, and so the first 2 or 3 you'll get this recoil multiplier, and then after that it'll even off to its base recoil. The AEK has one of the highest, but the AUG is pretty awful when it comes to that. So there's a couple different things you can do that you can throw on here to really make this. It kind of depends on your play style. I tend to like the ergo grip or the vertical grip, same thing, because that makes this thing a monster at shooting while you're moving, like just crazy good. It's when you have that on there, like it's only like twice as worse or half as good, depending on however you want to say it, than when you're standing. So like that is crazy compared to, you know, just anything else. Like I don't know, it just makes this thing a monster when you're sidestepping. You can go that route, which I would recommend, because I think that's the real strength of this gun. So anyway, but you can also kind of do if you're going for real long range, or you don't really move a whole lot when you're shooting, the angled grip or the folding grip are going to be good, because it reduces that first shot recoil by 33%. And it'll make burst firing just easy as can be, and you'll be able to really drop people at a long distance, especially because of the high muzzle velocity. The stubby grip is kind of it lends itself more towards medium range, but it doesn't really play to the strengths of this gun. In medium range in Battlefield is such kind of a weird area, just in general, because especially if you're playing TDM, there's not a whole lot. It's mostly closer quarters. But if you're real into that medium range combat, the stubby grip would probably work for you. Now, as far as suppressors go, unless you just really want to stay off the map, I wouldn't use it, because that kind of kills one of its main advantages, which is the muzzle velocity. So I really wouldn't go there. It's just not really tailored for the AUG. Like it won't be awful, but it's just like it goes from let's see 670 to 340. Yeah, so you're basically cutting it in half, which just, did I say 770 earlier? I didn't mean 770. Anyway, it's just not something that's really worth it. Now, heavy barrel can be another thing if you're really good at recoil control. Between, you know, that and then maybe throw on what are those things called? Ergo grip. It's really gonna become like an ADS monster. I don't know. That's a good combination. That's probably what I'll use most of the time. There's a few situations where maybe I would use something else. Like right now, I have the flash hider on there. Not really completely sure why, but that's just kind of what's on there. Another good thing to do would be to throw a muzzle brake. With the shoot, what's that thing called? A muzzle brake with the, dang it, that certain grip. Hold on, I'll figure it out. With the angle grip to make this thing a burst fire king. But that's pretty much what this is designed for, is burst fire. At least the way I play with it is it makes it a really nice burst fire weapon. So I hope this was helpful. I know I kind of rambled a bit, but I've got a bunch of charts going on here and kind of got lost a little bit. But anyway, so if you like these, let me know, because I like doing the kind of stat comparison and all that every once in a while. So, you know, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you really like the video, hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all later.